up, guys? Alex, and I'm back at the dyno with some kind of microfiber towels now to wipe off all the sweat because it is hot. So what do we have in the dyno today? Have my Gen 3 F150, 2018 F150, 30,000 miles right now. We call it Champ Stamp because of the stupid pinstripes some Italian guy got done up in Albany, New York. I suspect he's Italian because of the pinstripes. So anyway, what are we going to do today? Well, the truck is bone stock except for a muffler delete. I literally unbolted the muffler at the Y pipe, and now that's the only modification that's done to the truck. Bone stock tune, but it is now full of E85. So what I want to do is this. I want to data log the car or the truck and see how much timing it makes on the stock tune and see how much power it makes. I think I can only get a 4th gear hit on the stock tune before it hits the speed limiter. Speed limiter is 100 miles an hour on these trucks, bone stock. So I think 4th gear is the most I'm gonna make out of it. So the plan is this: make it hit bone stock as it sits with E85 in the tank and data log that. Then modify the cold air intake very slightly just to get rid of that crazy box that they have going on up there and make it a little more free flowing, and then we'll see if it makes any difference. Then leave that free flowing intake in there, cold air intake, and tune it and see what kind of power it makes on the regular flex setup. Then finally an E85 dedicated tune, dial in some shift points, get you some 10R80 shifting videos of the truck on the dyno, get you power output. I don't think the truck is going to make more than 400 railroad horsepower today. I think stock these can range between 330 and 360 to the wheel, but then we'll extend the RPM range. We'll see where it drops off because of the intake manifold. We're going to get you all the data today, so let's get at it. Okay, pretty soft, like I said, 323, 336, 4th gear. Now, that's bone stock with E85 in the tank. Now what I'm gonna do is modify the cold air intake slightly and pull it on the exact same tune. Okay, so just so you know, it's 89 degrees according to that guy. So let's modify this guy. What am I gonna do to modify? Well, I'm gonna eliminate this whole box. That's right, I'm gonna take this whole box out of the equation and just put a little shorty snub filter here and then close the hood because, you know, I don't want you guys tripping, but I'll close the hood because, you know, that'll give it at least some higher IAT to contend with and it'll be somewhat comparable. So let's get rid of this guy, put a little shorty filter on the stock elbow. Again, there's no math. You could just shove whatever the hell you want on whatever the hell you want. Stock tune, 4th gear, same exact deal, and we'll see how it goes. There you go, just a regular stupid K&N, I forget what part number filter at the end of the stock cold air intake, and we're gonna dyno it, hood shut, no fan, just to give it, you know, just to choke it a little bit because nobody actually races with their hood open. No fan because, you know, it's an NA car, no big deal. So we're gonna go ahead, dyno it, same exact tune, 4th gear, see if it makes any difference at all. Okay, run number 2, shorty filter. Hood shut. 4th gear because it tops out at 100 miles an hour. That was fast. Come, really? Don't start. Okay, so look at that. By getting rid of the air box, stock tune, it gained, oh wow, 15 horsepower, rear wheel horsepower with the hood shut. My goodness, a stupid snubby air filter at the end of the bone stock elbow. Guys, you know, what a life hack. You know, cheap taquache shit, you know, legit. Hood shut, Champ Stamp. Look it, that's what I did. That's all I did. And it gained 15 rear wheel horsepower. That's like 20 something. So at the flywheel, and it gained torque, 11 foot-pounds of torque. So we're up 15 rear wheel horsepower. Same bone stock tune, E85 fourth gear hit. So there you go, nice little life hack for you guys in case you want to make some extra power without spending much money. Filter. So now let's put a Lund Racing tuner in it with flex logic, just like normal. See what it does. Extending the RPM range. Obviously you're going to see the tune changes, change things, and the RPM range, but we'll graph it RPM with RPM to see how much of a difference a Lund tune makes along the same RPM graph. And then obviously if it doesn't trail off above 500 RPM, it should make a little more power. Okay, we're going to do a fourth gear hit with a Lund tune just to graph it against the stock tune with airbox and with the shorty filter. Hazy dyno situation. That's the fourth gear to make them all similar. Oh my, no, stop it. I gotta get a clear picture of this. Like, I don't even want to show you these numbers because you guys are gonna think I'm so full of shit, right? Look at the green mark, which is the Lund tune with in fourth gear with the flex tune. This sucker made 382, and power under the curve is up everywhere. Come on, stop it. Maybe, where did it peak? It peaked still well within what the stock tune operates in. Boy, if that's not a real deal number, what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat it, but I'm going to do a fourth gear hit. I'm sorry, a sixth gear hit all the way to 7,500, 7,200. So why a 6-gear hit when 7th is 1-to-1? Simple. This thing has 331s, and I don't want drive shaft speed to be 160 plus. That's, or wheel speed to be 160 plus. That's just dumb to me. It doesn't need that. This is just a tool. It doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. But man, same gears, same setup, same mods, same fuel. The difference in the graph is the Lund tune is up almost 50 rear wheel horsepower. That's ridiculous. Actually, when I think about it, I don't care that it's not locking in anything right now. I'm not going to wait around because I know how the flex logic works. If it's constantly floating, it's making the power. I really don't care. So diagnostics, data logging. Let's data log a 6-gear hit and see how it looks on the graph. See if it's any different. See if it makes less power, if it makes more power, if it shows more power, whatever. Let's data log it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So unlock the hub. Let's go. Doesn't fling off. That's why I don't like making them long pulls, man. It's just, I don't think it's necessary. It's got 331 gears. It's just not really something that needs to happen. Oh fuck, I'm trying to do this live so you guys can get some kind of authentic content without like, oh, he fucked something up, he hit a button. Look at the temperature, guys. Look at the temperature. I do this for you guys. Not really, I do it for me. Yeah, see, that pull showed nothing, right? It was orange. Yeah, it was down everywhere. It started to like life, and then it said, nah, fuck you. So if you want to compare the 353 to the 338, I would be okay with that. I don't know if I'd be okay with the 382 pull, but that was a 4th gear hit. So I did basically first run bone stock airbox, second run with the shorty filter, third run tuned with the shorty filter, 4th gear. All first 3 pulls were 4th gear. Last pull was in 6th gear, and it was up everywhere here, but then it just hated life after that. But that might be a true representation, who knows? But again, just giving you guys the data. So IATs are really high because again I have no fan in front of the truck. But let me do this. Let me let it cool down for a while and do another 6th gear hit just to have consistent data. And then after that we'll do E85 and shift stuff, and then we'll get the hell out of here and get you all the data that I can. You know what occurred to me? That was a good representation of what would happen at a track if you were in the staging lanes, slowly creeping your way to the front and your hood is down and you're just getting everything hot. So what I'm gonna do is same exact setup, 6th gear, 7,000 RPMs, hood open. You know how everyone else tests their cold air intakes. So it made 353 before with the hood down and 160 plus IAT. What do you think it'll make if the IATs are no higher than 120 or 130 with the hood open? You know how cold air manufacturers test their cold air intakes, because everyone drives around with their hood open. Let's do it. Let's talk some shit. Sixth gear. That's enough. Coming out from a zillion miles an hour. Ugh. I feel so little. It's because you are little, Alex. Fuck me. Can't see shit. There it is. Save. Save. Oh, Alex. You know, Alex, you really are a trip. 380, 389, hood open. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit, Alex? If you're at the track heat soaked with an open air element, cold air intake with this being its air box, almost 30 horse more heat soak versus non-heat soak. Look, as far as I'm concerned, I have literally proven what I've come out, I've come out to prove. I've proven that the tune can make huge differences. Heat soaking the crap out of your cold air is going to suffer massive performance losses, and this guy is the most restrictive thing on the planet, and it's worth a good 15 horsepower to remove. So final thing, E85R tune, shifting, and we'll get the hell out of here. Just so that you guys are, you know, see what's on my N-Gauge. Champ Stamp Flex, Champ Stamp, I'm sorry, E85 7,000 RPM shifts, and E85 regular, you know, shifting, you know, same as Flex. So that's all I got. You know, we'll just see how it goes with this tune. It's currently loading, I think, E85 7K shifts at the moment. So we'll see. Actually, there's a way of finding out. If you go to tune status, it'll say Champ Stamp E85 is what's currently loaded, not the shifting tune. Perfect. So that's how you know what tune is loaded in the vehicle if you have a Land Racing N-Gauge. Tuning status, and there is everything you need to know. Okay, want to do an E85 dedicated tune, data log it, see how far or close the fuel is. 6th gear hit, hood open, 7,000 RPMs, diagnostics, data logging, yes, normal mode, because who the hell data logs in race mode? Why should I data log in, Alex? Normal. That's not racing. It's like racing. So we'll see what this guy made. Oh, I gotta shut this thing off. Oh my god. Tire's done. The tire's done spinning. Spinning. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, shut up. All right, let's hit enter. And this is basically 85 dedicated to it. We'll review the data log and we'll see if it made any better power. Yeah, it made a little more horsepower, 383, 387. So again, let's look at the data log. Let's see how close fueling is before, you know, giving too much crap about the numbers. And let's review a data log. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we've been here before, guys. We've been here. We know what the deal is. We know what the deal is. Guys have gone to school before. I should open a tuning school. Nah, take people's money. Stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. All right, here we go. So we're going to look at short-term fuel trims. When the short-term fuel trims are rich, meaning pulling fuel, aka under 1.0. Let's highlight one so you don't get lost. So, because my students sometimes are really fucking dumb. So here we go. We're going to go across RPM and look, it's richer. It's pulling 15% fuel out on average. So you could see it when you graph it. A lot of you guys that look at it in Excel blow my mind. But when you graph it and it starts going down, that means it's pulling fuel out to try to achieve 1.0 short-term fuel trims to achieve the target lambda. And look at the target lambda is 0.84. Target lambda is 0.85 on E85. Look at what it saw for timing. It saw, self-taught, 30 degrees slam. So it still saw good timing. It's just a lot of fueling correction. So it might make more power mechanically. And it's doing this funky thing that timing does. It kind of, you know, it's just, I guess, the way it samples. It's not the smoothest thing. So it's either that or if it's wigging out, we got to look at a torque source. And if it's not throwing a torque source, we're okay. Yeah, it's not throwing any torque sources. It's flat. So it's not protecting the train. It's not hitting a limiter. It's not doing anything weird. It's not shutting throttle. So I have like E75 in the tank, or E70. So no problem. What do I do? Do I freak the fuck out? Do I think it's going to be shit? Do I pump it out? No, dickhead. I'm going to drive the motherfucker. I'm just going to drive it and not give a shit. Or just throw it on the flex tune. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to ask on the ticket system, oh my God, Alex, it's under E85, so is it going to blow up? No. It's going to trim it out. And you see, it actually made decent power. So one more pull with shifts. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to shift on the dyno without it flying off the dyno, and I think it'll be a cool video, and then we will end it there. Okay, so we're going to try to do a second gear roll and see where the shifts land and try to data log it. And I'm targeting 7,000 RPM shifts. If it doesn't do it on the dyno, we'll do it elsewhere. So I'm going to do a second gear roll, and actually, I'll just stab it, see what it does. Yeah, I'll just stab it, see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't do anything. Diagnostics, data logging, normal. I hate that it asks that. It's dumb. I'm not even gonna test it on the dyno. I'm not gonna sample it basically. Second gear. Actually, we'll do a second gear roll. Data log it, and I'll tap it to drive. I hope I don't hit neutral because that'd be a little embarrassing.
Yes! Oh my God! 7,000 each time. That's so cool. I didn't data log it. I don't care. Who cares about the data log? I'll data log it on the street. Let's do a wrap up and then unstrap it and get out of here.
Let's say you're done with the tuning. Everything's done. And, you know, you say, Alex, how's it look? And I say, looks great. Everything's good. Here's your flex tune. Here's your E85 tune. Have fun. Enjoy it. And then you're like, well, what's next? Well, I'm going to say, well, this is the absolute most important thing. What to do next after you're done if you're getting tuned via a Lund Racing N-Gauge. You take the very important step. Do not poo-poo this step. You take the N-Gauge, right? Very important. And you shove it in the glove compartment box. and you shut it. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later.